Karnataka Government Schools, Kannada Medium, Second Language English, Standard 10, Lesson 4, Poetry, Quality of Mercy by William Shakespeare. This video will help you improve English vocabulary and spelling, learn English pronunciation and accent, read fluently in English with good intonation, answer examination questions correctly. You can translate sentences and paragraphs into Kannada or any other language. Go to Google Translate on the internet. Type the sentence and it will translate it into Kannada or any language of your choice. Part 1, Vocabulary Practice. Listen to the pronunciation of the words and repeat them. Quality of mercy. Quality of mercy. Strained. Strained. Droppeth. Droppeth. Gentle rain from heaven. Gentle rain from heaven. Beneath. Beneath. Twice blessed. Twice blessed. Blesseth him that gives. Blesseth him that gives. Blesseth him that takes. Blesseth him that takes. Reading practice. Listen to the reading of the stanza and read along. Try to imitate the pronunciation and intonation. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. Part 1, Important points to remember. No one can be forced to be merciful. Mercy should be shown willingly and gently. Mercy is like soft rain from heaven that blesses the earth. Mercy blesses the giver and the person receiving it. Scepter, scepter, scepter. Mightiest in the mightiest. Mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. Scepter shows the force of temporal power. Scepter shows the force of temporal power. The attribute to awe and majesty. The attribute to awe and majesty. Doth, does, doth, does. Dread and fear. Dread and fear. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. Part 2, Important points. The most powerful people are the most merciful. Mercy suits the king more than a crown. The scepter shows the king's power and majesty. The king's power is feared by everybody. Mercy is above this sceptered sway. Mercy is above this sceptered sway. Enthroned in the heart of kings. Enthroned in the heart of kings. Attribute to God Himself. Attribute to God Himself. Earthly power doth then show likest God's. Earthly power doth then show likest God's. Mercy seasons justice. Mercy seasons justice. But mercy is above this sceptered sway. It is enthroned in the heart of kings. It is an attribute to God Himself. And earthly power doth then show likest God's, when mercy seasons justice. Part 3 important points. Mercy is a much better quality than power. Mercy is far superior to the power of a king's scepter. Mercy is found in the heart of kings. Mercy is a godlike quality. Questions and answers. Mercy is compared to something in the first 2 lines of the poem speech. What is it? How is this comparison apt? Justify your answer. Answer. Mercy is compared to soft rain from heaven. This soft rain blesses the earth. It makes the earth fertile and rich. In the same way, when a person shows mercy, he or she becomes rich with God's blessings. The speaker says that mercy is twice blessed. What does she mean by this? When a person shows mercy to another person, the person giving mercy gets God's blessings. The person who receives the blessing is also blessed by God. Scepter shows the force of temporal power. In contrast, what or whose quality does mercy stand for? Answer. The quality of mercy stands for God's divine quality. Some traits or qualities are mentioned below. Classify them into 2 categories of temporal power and divine attributes: love, revenge, sympathy, tyranny, cruelty, miserliness, mercy, hatred, tit-for-tat attitude, compassion. Temporal power, revenge, tyranny, cruelty, miserliness, hatred, tit-for-tat attitude. Divine attributes, love, sympathy, mercy, compassion. Read the first 2 lines, explain the simile comparison briefly. Answer. Mercy is compared to soft rain from heaven. This soft rain blesses the earth. It makes the earth fertile and rich. In the same way, when a person shows mercy, he or she becomes rich with God's blessings. How do you interpret the speaker's interpretation of mercy as twice blessed? When a person shows mercy to another person, the person giving mercy gets God's blessings. The person who receives the blessing is also blessed by God. The speaker compares the power of the king with the power of mercy, saying that mercy is the mightiest of the mightiest. How does she justify this? Answer: mercy is a much better quality than power. Mercy is found in the heart of kings. Mercy is a godlike quality. When a powerful man combines justice with mercy, he becomes godlike. Can you think of any story wherein such virtues as mercy, compassion, or sacrifice are highlighted? If so, narrate them in the class. Answer: a boy was eating idli in a hotel. He saw an old man begging for food. He ordered one plate of idli and gave it to the old man. The boy was showing compassion for the old man. This poem has 14 lines, but it is not a sonnet. Look at the ending of the lines and justify the above statement. Answer: in a sonnet, the last word in each line has to rhyme with the last word in the second, third, or fourth line. Example: pain, rain, show, blow, etc. The last words in each line in the poem, Quality of Mercy, do not rhyme. It is not a sonnet. Recite and enjoy I Feel Your Pain by Christine Rigdon. I feel your pain and long to touch the hurt and make it melt away. Yes, I know that I can't really see the breadth and depth of this dark valley you're in. I can't truly know just how sharp the knife is in your soul, for it is you in its path, not me. But I have known other valleys, and in my heart still bear knife wound scars. Even so, I would walk your road and take your pain if I could. I cannot, and yet perhaps in some way I can be a hand to hold in the darkness. In some way try to blunt the sharpness of pain. But if not, it may help a little just to know I care. Recite and enjoy Compassion by Bernard Howe. What makes us feel so nice and everything feels so right? Remember, when we get some praise, it fills us with delight. When someone showers us with love or treats us gentle and kind, to the troubles of our daily life, this will often make us blind. If everyone would show more kindness and practice it every day, there is no telling what would happen if we would be careful of what we say. A smile will go a long way towards making someone feel at ease. Another simple little thing is to always use the word please. And thank you is another word that lets people know you care. Every little deed like these does not go unaware. Let's try to make the world a better place to live within. Those who show love for one another usually don't live with any sin. About the poet. William Shakespeare was born on April 23rd, 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon. He was regarded as the foremost dramatist of his time. His sonnets were composed between 1593 and 1601. The sonnets of Shakespeare, 154 in number, all written in the form of 3 quatrains and a couplet that are now recognized as Shakespearean. The sonnets fall into 2 groups: sonnets 1 to 26 addressed to a beloved friend, a handsome and noble young man, and sonnets 127 to 152 to a malignant but fascinating dark lady whom the poet loves in spite of himself. Nearly all of Shakespeare's sonnets examine the inevitable decay of time and the immortalization of beauty and love in poetry. In his poems and plays, Shakespeare invented thousands of words. His impressive expansion of the English language, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, includes such words as birthplace, blood-sucking, courtship, dewdrop, downstairs, radiance, schoolboy, stillborn, watchdog, etc. Shakespeare wrote more than 30 plays. These are usually divided into 4 categories: histories, comedies, tragedies, and romances. His earliest plays were primarily comedies and histories such as Henry VI and The Comedy of Errors. But in 1596, Shakespeare wrote Romeo and Juliet, his second tragedy, and over the next dozen years he would return to the form, writing the plays for which he is now best known: Julius Caesar, Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, Macbeth, and Antony and Cleopatra. In his final years, Shakespeare turned to the romantic with Cymbeline, A Winter's Tale, and The Tempest. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to the channel. You will receive notifications about new videos that are uploaded. Thank you.